Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for July 7th through 13th. Let's get right into your reading. Let's see what is happening for all the Virgos. And we're going to have the full moon on the 10th. So you're going to be dealing with that energy. Hopefully something beautiful is manifesting for you guys. It's a Capricorn full moon, so fellow earth sign energy. So what is happening for Virgo is July 7th through 13th. All right, we have a true friend, revealing dreams, you must decide, feeling trapped, and unmotivated. Okay, so a couple different messages coming through for my Virgos this week. First and foremost, Virgo, somebody is really on your side. Somebody is really having your back this week, the 7th through the 13th, with true friend, okay? So you are not alone. If you've just been kind of going through a lot and you've been really burned in the past and you have this person around you who seems genuine, who seems like they care, they want to help you, but you feel weary to be vulnerable, to be open, to be trusting because you've been burned in the past, I'm getting that this person has your back. Somebody is really going to be there for you this week, stand up for you. So if there's like in the family, if family members are running their mouth, there's a family member that's going to stand up and be like, no, don't be throwing Virgo under the bus. Don't be talking about Virgo like that. In a friends group, this could be where maybe you do have some frenemies, but you have one true friend that's not going to be down to gossip and spread rumors about you whatsoever. This could also be in the workplace where, you know, there's this nefarious coworker, but somebody is like, nope, that's not true, and they're really having your back. Or if you've just been going through it, Virgo, there's somebody here that really cares about you and is supporting you and is going to be there for you. So this week you are not alone. Somebody is really having your back, okay? The second message is revealing dreams. There is a lot that is coming to you through your dream time on the astral plane. So really pay attention to those dreams. Try to remember them the best that you can. And for me, once I stopped drinking caffeine, I have pretty much remembered every single dream without fail for like 3 months now. So if you consume a lot of caffeine, perhaps consider this week really lessening your consumption or cutting it out entirely, because you have spirit guides or passed on loved ones or angels coming to you in your dreams, trying to talk to you, give you guidance, help you understand something that you're going through. And also, there could be some different symbolism in your dream. If you wake up and you remember something very specific, like you were dreaming about an elephant or something, look up the spiritual meaning of the elephant, or look up the dream meaning of elephants. You know, just whatever symbolism really stands out to you upon waking, because you are receiving a lot of messages and information and guidance through your dreams this week. Next, you must decide, and this is attached to feeling trapped and unmotivated. There's a decision that you need to make, Virgo, but you're just not sure which direction to go, or you're not feeling very motivated about it, because it's like either way it's not the outcome that you want. This is something where it's like, I do have to make this choice, but I don't want to. I don't like my options here. So it's not as though you're super motivated to decide. And this could even be around like a romantic partnership where you know the relationship has run its course. You know that there's no longevity to this situation, but the thought of being single is just as unappealing as staying in this relationship. It's like, well, in this relationship, I have somebody, they're familiar, I know what to expect, I'm not alone. And if I end this relationship, then I'm going to be single, and perhaps I'm going to have to move, or it's going to change my financial situation. And it's like, either way, it doesn't feel like the best choice. Like, staying isn't in your best interest, but going also doesn't feel like it's in your best interest. Okay, so for those Virgos where it's like you have this choice that you have to make, but you're not really liking the options, Spirit's saying you've got to decide this week, and just trust that. Say it's like, you know, you need to leave this relationship, it's time to walk away. You never know what can come and what can happen, and what can show up, because when we're in limbo, that does kind of keep our blessings and energy from flowing and moving. But once you decide, that opens the floodgates. Okay, so where you know you need to make a decision, Virgo, it's time to do that this week, even if you don't like the options. And this could even be where you're very unsatisfied at your current company, okay, but you could do your job in your sleep. You know what to expect, and you want a new job, but you don't want to deal with the process of interviewing and all of that stuff, and then learning the new job and adjusting to new coworkers, you know, things like that. It's like you feel like you're between a rock and a hard space. But this week, Spirit is saying you must decide and take action towards that, so that you get out of this energy of feeling trapped. Okay, even though you don't feel the motivation to make this decision, it's time to just decide. Okay, and remember, somebody really has your back this week. Somebody is on Virgo's side, and in your dreams you're getting a lot of information, and it could be around this decision that you need to make, and it could be trying to show you different things that are coming in your future. So really pay attention to those dreams, and every night before you fall asleep, tell yourself, I'm going to remember my dreams upon waking. I'm going to remember my dreams upon waking, because there is a lot of information that is coming to you during dream time. Okay, and I do feel it's like a spiritual guidance as well. Like I said, some of you, this is a passed on loved one. Some of you, this is your spirit guides. Some of you, this is your angels. Okay, but you're getting information, you're getting answers to your questions that you've been putting out there. So let's pull some tarot, let's go deeper. All right, we've got the World, King of Cups, the Devil, Six of Wands, and the Star. Virgo, you've got 3 major arcana coming through, and then a court card, and the Six of Wands, which is victory. Okay, yes, you must decide. Things are going to turn out better. And this, the King of Cups next to the Devil, this is that decision, okay? It's hard when you're comfortable and you don't want to have a whole big upheaval to your life, right? Sometimes you think maybe it is easier to stay where you are. But I'm feeling with this, Virgo, you don't want to deal with the devil, okay? It's time to move on and move forward, and that's going to bring you victory, happiness, success, okay? And this, the Star, there is something positive that's coming in for you, and it's coming through in your dreams. You're getting a foresight of it, like you need to do this, or this is what's about to happen, this is what's to come for you. and you need to take action upon that. And this Virgo, I feel where you have this choice, you need to walk away from the toxic, from the worn out, the tired, the familiar. Even though it feels safe and comfortable because you know what to expect, it's time to walk away. And that's where your happiness comes from. Okay, things are going to shift big time for you with this Six of Wands. This is victory. This is success. This is the opposite of feeling trapped or unmotivated. And the star is the light at the end of the tunnel. It's also about healing energy and wish fulfillment taking place for you. But you're coming to an end of the cycle with this World card. And that's why I feel it's time to decide, what is your next move? What do you want to do? Nobody can tell you. Spirit, your angels, they can't tell you what you should do. This is a time where you've got to make that choice, okay, for yourself. And I feel moving on. Let go of the old, worn out, and tired, because it's just going to be the same thing over and over and over and over again, okay? And you're coming to the end of the cycle. Something has served its purpose for you, and it's time to move forward. And through that, I see victory, happiness, and success coming in for you. Also, you know, sometimes we have dreams that tell us to do certain things, and those certain things are going to bring us happiness and success. I do feel some Virgos are having kind of a prophetic dream. Really pay attention to that. Follow through on what comes to you in your dream of like what you need to do, the change you need to make, whatever the case may be. But it is time to let go of the old, worn out, and tired energy, Virgo. And oh, this just jumped out at me. This King of Cups with this Devil, this is that true friend, whether masculine or feminine, that's really having your back against gossipers, hearsay, rumors, or really having your back through a hard time that you may be going through. So there is somebody around you that genuinely loves you and wants to support you and help you out. Ten of Pentacles. Yes, tens are the completion. Ten of Cups. And look, see, Virgo, somebody does just absolutely love you and cares about you and is sticking with you through thick and thin and has your back and always will. Okay, and you can trust this person 1000%. So 2 tens. Something's coming to an end, especially with the World. And look at that. Now you've got the Ace of Cups, the new beginning. And the new beginning is away from the Devil energy. 5 of Wands, but see, that's that unmotivation. And 8 of Cups. See, Virgo, it's time to move on. And look at that big full moon. We're having the full moon this week, which full moons can, it definitely indicate completion and endings of things. But this right here, the 10 of Cups, the end of a cycle, and the Ace of Cups, the start of a new one. And I do feel, again, this comes through you making a decision to move on and move forward. And, you know, this person has your back, loves you, cares about you. There may be also some unexpected abundance coming in for Virgos this week with that 10 of Pentacles, okay? Stepping outside of your comfort zone and being willing to take a risk and try something new and really put yourself out there. It brings success. It brings prosperity. It brings rewards. And the 8 of Cups is all about walking away and moving on and moving forward, right? So remember, you have to decide for you. But the cards I see is it's like out with the old, in with the new. That's your path to happiness, healing, and wholeness. All right. And some good coming in as well with that 10 of Pentacles. Fidelity. I am devoted to my mind, heart, and will. I honor my soul's needs and trust in my connection to myself, God, and the universe. My commitment strengthens me, grounding me in faith and purpose. And yes, see, this is a time to be very loyal and true to yourself, Virgo. So, and look at what's on the bottom. Changes. Yes, I'm going to take that. It says, I am continuously evolving. I embrace my growth, overcoming weaknesses and building on my strengths. I cultivate my inner qualities, recognizing my progress and spreading my wings towards the light, confident in the positive transformation unfolding within me. Virgo, it is time for out with the old, in with the new. Make a change, take a risk. Pay attention to your dreams this week, and somebody really, really has your back, and there's some unexpected abundance. So those are your messages. If you feel you need a personal love reading, tarot reading, or mediumship reading, my daughter is a wonderful psychic medium, and I will link her information below. I am sending you so much love and light, Virgo. Take care.